Hey you, what's up? My name is PooCluster and today I'm going to be showing you guys the second update to my game. Pretty exciting stuff. So I have a lot to show you, so let's get started. So from the very beginning you can see there is a logo in this game. It's not the official logo, but that is the logo to the game. It will happen whenever you the logo is presented whenever you boot up the game, and it's pretty awesome. Next thing I have to show you is sound effects. So you can hear right here, this is my friend making that noise. So I was on voice chat and he made a noise and I was like, oh, that would sound really good for Slimy Joe's jumping. He also has a death sound now. He has 6 death sounds and it's played by RNG. So here we go. So that one he said no. What about this one?
Oh no!
I think the fact that I added sound effects into this game is pretty awesome. It creates a more immersive experience because that's what we're going for here. Also at the main menu, whenever you hover over something, it creates a click sound. Sounds beautiful. Those are the sound effects that I've added for now. You can turn them off if you want to right here, and change their volume also. It's pretty awesome. Next thing I added, it's also in the settings, is brightness. So now you can change the brightness. You can go really dark or really bright, and as you can see, that's pretty awesome. It's gonna be really convenient for when you play in day or night. Maybe, hopefully, that's why it's there. Now, this is where FPS counter comes into play. Uncapped FPS. You can see it's running pretty decent right now. So it's at like 800 right now, but if I were to change the brightness setting, it drops it down to around 200 FPS, which is bad. So this tells me I'm not coding correctly and I'm not that good at coding. So I will need to figure that out, but as for now, the way I did it, it's good enough for this update, and at least I have brightness now. I'll optimize it later in the future. The next thing is in survival mode. So I changed 2 things in survival mode. The first thing I changed in survival mode was RNG from the very beginning, randomness. So before, it would the first Slimy Joe would always spawn on the left side, but now Slimy Joe can spawn on the right side from the very beginning, which provides less predictability and less advantages for the player in survival mode. So the next thing I added in survival mode, and the last thing I added in survival mode, let's see really quick. Boom! High score. You now have high scores in this mode. So you can see I have 7. I can save it. Okay, so load it just to prove to you that it worked. Boom, and you can see that high score worked. So you're probably wondering, why do you have settings open? Well, you can see right now it is 1:10 p.m. in this location that I've selected. Let's say it's Pacific time, right? Pacific time, it's 2:11 a.m. So what happens is now it is nighttime. Wow, isn't that super hype? So now I have daytime nighttime cycle in this game. So what happens is the daytime happens from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and then from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. would be nighttime, right? So now I have a daytime nighttime cycle. Now, if you were to open the game in daytime, but then as you play the game it would go into nighttime, the game would slowly transition its tiles into nighttime from daytime tiles. And I thought that was a little cool feature, and the idea of daytime nighttime in general, because it helps connect the game to the outside world, creating a more making the game more alive. Now the last thing I've added, it's not that big of a deal, but before, when you exit, it took 2 clicks to actually close the game from exit, but now it takes 1 click. So you see, boom. Yep. So that's all I have to show you guys today. Thanks for watching. Peace out. So I was in the middle of editing this video, and I noticed that I left out one detail in the patch notes. So this is just one minor thing. Now you can control your jump based on how long you hold the jump button. You can jump higher or lower, and for me as a developer of the levels, I could somehow take advantage of this mechanic and create levels based on this ability to jump at different heights. Yeah.